Newton's first law of motion. Wow, those sure were good examples of Newton's first law of motion.
Yeah, they totally were. Wait, but what is Newton's first law of motion?
Newton's first law of motion states that an object at rest remains in rest, and that an object in motion remains in motion unless acted on by another force. Like, take Jocelyn, for example. She was on the scooter, and then when she hit the wall, her inertia wanted her to keep going, and that's why she bounced back. Or take Ashley and I, for example. Ashley kicked the ball and put the ball into motion, and then I stopped it. And then I kicked the ball into motion until Ashley stopped it. And then there's Newton's cradle. You can take one marble from one side and pull it apart from the others. Then you can drop it, and it'll go in motion until it hits the other four. This also has to do with inertia.
Oh yeah, but what is inertia?
Inertia is the tendency of an object to resist a change in its motion. If an object is already at rest, inertia will keep it at rest. If the object is already moving, inertia will keep it moving. Inertia is often overcome by another force. For example, if we have a long break from school, our inertia will keep us inactive and lazy. And when school starts up again, it's tiresome because our inertia was keeping us lazy and now we have to do work. You can also look at this runner who is running downhill. When you run downhill, you have more inertia, so it is harder to stop. And you can also think about car crashes. When you get into a car crash, the car will stop, but you will keep moving because your inertia keeps you moving. So if you don't wear a seatbelt, you can and will get seriously injured.
There are many other examples of the first law of motion and inertia. For example, when you roll a bowling ball, it will keep rolling until it hits the back of the lane. Imagine that you rolled a tennis ball and a bowling ball. You will see that the bowling ball will be harder to roll. This is because the bowling ball has more inertia, so it doesn't want to move. When a volleyball player serves a volleyball, they throw the ball up in the air and hit it. The ball was at rest, and when the player hit the ball, she set the ball in motion. Thanks for watching!
And now that you know all about Newton's first law of motion,
You can click on this link to go find out about Newton's other two.